Hello, beautiful people of the internet. It is me, Serendipity, and today we are here for a reading of What Can't You See in Yourself That Others, well, that everyone else that can see in you. So, welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. Hello, Lucky Charm. Hello, if you are new, we are very fun here. So, if this reading resonates, please consider subscribing, liking, and I love to hear your comments and your feedback. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just again, thank you for all this continued support. I know I did not actually go live when I said I was going to go live. I'm actually filming on a Sunday. Hopefully, I'm live on this Sunday, so I would have already have gone live, and hopefully, I'm going to do one more live, maybe before the end of the month, just to bring in the new year, maybe get some new subscribers, some new clients. Again, I haven't had too many new clients. If you are currently, some of the person that gets a reading from me, thank you so much. But no, I haven't had any new ones. So maybe this live reading, if it really does help you, you like the live reading, you like my style of reading in terms of personal readings, please consider getting a personal reading. You get to see my beautiful face if you would like to do a FaceTime. But if not, phone calls are also perfectly okay if you don't feel comfortable. But yeah, let's get started. So we have 3 different piles today. We have oh my God, why did I forget the name? Amber? Oh, I'm forgetting the name. I think this is an amber crystal. Next, we have a smoky quartz and a clear quartz cluster. So I'm going to light the candle, light the incense, and let you guys pick your piles, and I will see you there. Alrighty, so hello, collective pile number ones. If you guys have picked this amber crystal, this is your reading for what can't you see in yourself that everyone else sees? So again, welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. Hey, Lucky Charm. Hey, if you are new, just again, a reminder to please like the video, subscribe, and comment if the reading resonates, of course. So let's get started. And we are going to pull some indicators for you. So just some things about yourself, just making sure that, this reading is for you. It doesn't matter if not all of the indicators resonate, at least maybe 1 or 2 definitely should resonate with you. But it's okay if not everything resonates, as it is a collective reading. And while I shuffle, I'm just going to do a little disclaimer about my voice and my heavy breathing. I got like a rude comment. On my last reading, I got a rude comment on my last reading just saying, like, you really need to back up from the mic in your heavy breathing. Yes, if I back up from the mic, that's fine. But I'm be honest, like, I'm not rich. I'm not rich. Like, I don't have the best mic ever. So if I back up too much, then I've gotten comments that the sound is too low. And the reason that okay, I heard stop. The reason that no, not this. No. Okay, but the reason I have, the heavy breathing is because I'm channeling. That's just how it channels. Because I'm more of what is it? I can feel messages. It's like it's like a knowing. When I read intuitively, it's more just like the message just comes out. It's just something I know. I don't really see anything. I know I say here, but when I say here, it's more like I just feel the answer. So if my voice kind of sounds like or like you hear me breathing, or like my voice goes in and out, it's because I'm literally channeling. I know there's a lot of, the psychic world and the tarot reading world, there's a lot of posers and real whatever. But I am a real psychic. So when I do that work, it just happened right now. When I do this work, it genuinely affects me physically. So that is a disclaimer there. All right, let's get into your indicators. So we have short hair. We have first house. We have short hair, first house. We have makeup. Okay. What can't you see in yourself that other people can see in you? We also have really short. So we had short hair and really short. We have Scorpio. Okay. We have first house Scorpio. We have strong feelings. Okay. Cute. Let's do the numbers and the letters at the end. We have capybara. We have capybara. That one hasn't come out in a while. We have FaceTime. Okay, cute. Makeup and FaceTime. That seems together. Okay, we have fifth house. It's like children. Interesting. We also have short again. Oh my God, girly, are you short? We also have feelings question. We have strong feelings and feelings question mark. We have limerence. Ooh, limerence. And then we also have dog. And then we also have lover. Cute. Okay, we actually don't have that many letters and numbers. Oh, and we also have Aries. We also have Aries. We literally only have four things. So we have numbers wise, we only have the number three. So I don't know if that could mean something for you. We have letters wise, we have three letters, but two of them are the same letter. We have two S's and an I. So the two S's could also indicate that you have like a double name, like Bob Benson, or we have two S's, so like Sam Smith, for example. But it doesn't have to necessarily start with an S, but just a double name. But anyways, to go over the indicators one more time, we have short, really short, short hair, limerence, dog, FaceTime, feelings, strong feelings, makeup, capybara, and lover. Oh, we also have 90s. We also have 90s. I didn't see that. And then we have first house Scorpio, fifth house in Aries, I, S, and S, 90s, and 3. So maybe you're born in 93. All right, so those are your indicators. What am I getting from these in terms of what can't you see in yourself that other people can see in you? I would say with the makeup and the FaceTimes, if you are a girl, or just a feminine human, a feminine human, people definitely that you can't see in yourself. Like, I think if you wear makeup, people really, really like your makeup. And maybe you think that when you do makeup, you're just doing it for fun. It's just your everyday look, but people really, really like it. That's definitely something that people can see. Because yeah, I'm definitely getting, if you wear makeup, again, if you don't wear makeup, this message isn't for you. But specifically, if you wear makeup as like either like an everyday routine or when you go out, people really like it. Like even the FaceTime. Yes, FaceTime is like a FaceTime, but I'm just getting like a camera, like standing in front of a camera. Like people like the way you take pictures. People like your pictures. People like your like face, your creativity, specifically makeup. Like when you wear makeup, it's something that you can't see in yourself because maybe it's just a part of your routine. It's something that you do, but that's definitely something that people notice in you that you really don't see in yourself, is that your makeup looks very, very nice. Very specific. But and also it kind of gives me that with the first house, because the first house gives me Leo energy. The first house is kind of how you present yourself to the world. It's your rising sign. Yes, exactly. Yes, that's what I'm getting, because the first house literally is your rising sign. So I'm getting that. Yeah, definitely that, like, something you don't notice about you is like your face is very prominent. People really notice your face. The second thing we have, what do we also have? We had strong feelings and feelings question mark. And we had limerence and lover. So another thing that you don't notice in yourself, I think a lot of people have strong feelings for you. And if with the feelings question mark, I don't really know. I'm feeling more strong feelings, that like people definitely have stronger feelings than you know. Possibly strangers with the limerence. So maybe strangers, maybe acquaintances. I heard that loudly. So yeah, strangers, acquaintances could have stronger feelings for you than you know. Could, if it's romantic sense, they could even have limerence over you, or just like limerence tendencies. It feels like stories, making up stories in their head. You could be the type of person where people really make up stories in their head about you, and you just not may do it. You kind of feel like the person, pile number ones, that like you don't think you're a significant human. You don't really think that people notice you, that people see you, that people even would like think twice about you. And I'm telling you right now, just with these initial cards, like people definitely think about you. You are a character who is noticed with that first house. You could even be a Scorpio, and that would make sense why you don't want to be noticed. That would make sense. So you could be a Scorpio because it's a very intense energy. That also gives me with the strong feelings. Scorpios are very intense. Scorpios are very obsessive. And then next, we also have fifth house in Aries. Actually, funny enough, in my Sidereal astrology, Aries is indeed my fifth house. So that's funny. But so fifth house energy is kids, it's creativity, sometimes it's learning, it's your dating life, your sexual life, you know what I mean? It's that. And being with Aries too. Obviously it could obviously be switch. You could be like an Aries first house, you know, come off very like bold, very like intense. The eyes didn't come out, but Aries usually have a very distinct eyes. Like whenever I see Aries, when I meet them, they have like a very specific like eye. It's like they usually have bigger eyes. I can't explain it, but I know an Aries when I see one because I look at their eyes. So you could have something with around your eyes, especially if you're an Aries, that people notice in you. But the fifth house, that's like play, fun, again, like your actual life, that's also that Scorpio energy as well. So I think another thing that people can see in you that you can't see in yourself is that you are very fun. You really seem like the type of person that just doesn't think that they're a significant human in the world. And you are, girl. Like the people, things that you don't notice about yourself is like you feel very shy. You feel shy, and I think people are seeing that you are fun. You have fun sides to you. You have a lease on life. You're not as Scorpio-esque as you think you are. If that makes sense. Even if you are a Scorpio, it feels like you have a lot more to you. And that's what people can see in you, that there's more to you than what you let on. As well as we also have the really short hair and short. So you literally could be short in that. Maybe that's something that people see in you. So I would think you're short, but maybe if you're a man specifically and you're short, you may put on the personality of like a taller person or a bigger person. You know how like when dogs, oh yeah, we literally have dog here. I literally got like a short dog. Yeah. Like when small dogs, like they'll act big, you know what I mean? Like they'll be like the loudest in the room. They'll low key be the meanest because they're trying to prove themselves. So you could have that energy power. When I'm not shading you, that's just what's coming out. That like if you are short, maybe you in yourself, you're in your mind, you're not short. I've seen so many like reality TV show competitions, especially like the athletic ones, where like the shortest person be like, I'm not 5'1", F that. You know what I mean? Like they'll have an energy of a tall person. But I do think that's something that maybe you can't see in yourself that other people see. People can see that you are physically maybe a little bit shorter. And if that doesn't resonate, again, not everything's going to resonate for everyone. Okay, so we're going to get right into your tarot. And we have one oracle as well. So we're going to get right into your tarot and oracle of some other things that you cannot see in yourself that other people can see in you. So the first oracle we had was a past life relationship. You have known each other before. So yeah, you know how I said before how the message of you not thinking you're very significant, you not thinking that you have left an impact on people's lives. This is something, this past life relationship is telling me that, again, like people think about you, like either whether it's strangers, whether it's romantic interests, whether it's romantic partners, you know, people feel like you have a lot of depth to you. Depth, child, you know what I mean, to you. And with the past life relationship, it's giving me a little bit more of that Scorpio energy of like, not necessarily spiritual, because I don't think people can really, even if you are spiritual, people can't really see it on you. That's not that message. The message more here is that people have a sense of like you're an important person in their lives. It's like something that you can't see in yourself that other people see. It's like you make a stronger impact in people's lives than you give yourself credit for, I would say. Then you give yourself credit for. All right, so let's keep going. So we have the Six of Wands. Okay, cute, victorious. We have the Chariot. Okay, that's very nice. We have the Magician. Sorry, no reversals. I heard no reversals, so that's why I turned it. Sorry, you guys. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Page of Cups, Magician, Page of Cups, Two of Cups. Very nice. And we have the Justice. Okay, cute. So what are some things that other people can see in you that you can't see in yourself? Okay, so Six of Wands. All right, so we have the Six of Wands and the Page of Cups. The Six of Wands is a very like celebratory energy. It's very victorious. The Page of Cups is usually like an offer, giving of something. It doesn't really feel romantic. I'm going to be honest, pile one. A lot of things that people see in you, yes, with the Lover, it gives me more like lovers could see this in you. Like the romantic energy I'm getting is like, these are things that people that you date, people that you have been in relationships with, people, maybe the person that you're in a relationship with. What these people can see in you that you can't see in yourself is that you have, I can physically kind of like see you in my mind. You have a lot more potential than you give yourself. Does that make sense? Like specifically like your Lover, that's how they kind of something that they can see in you, that like you have a lot more potential and a lot more like celebratory, victorious energy than you let off. Yeah, because it's like people kind of maybe want to take you out on dates or, you know, give you different opportunities, but possibly they could feel like you feel a little bit too comfortable. I heard comfortable at where you are. And it feels like these people can see that you can go further, especially with that chariot. Yeah, you can go further. You can even get better partners, I'm hearing. So the people that you date, literally like, this person can do better than me with that Six of Wands. Like, this person can definitely get a better partner than me. Because Six of Wands is the ego. So again, it feels like you should have a bigger ego than you have. Does that make sense? It feels like something that people can see in you is that you should have a bigger ego, because you are, I think, either very beautiful. You have a specifically talented. I'm hearing talents. You especially with that magician too. Yeah, you have talents. You are a very, very talented person. Again, and like here in the picture here, he's like harvesting, because this is Six of Wands, so he's like harvesting his crops. And again, the Page of Cups is usually like an offer, sometimes like creativity, things of that nature. Yeah, you have talents, something that I don't know what your talent is. And I don't think any we had capybara. That was very interesting. I don't really know. I don't know, that could be something for you, but you would just have like a certain talent that that people see in you that I don't think you necessarily see in yourself. And then we also have the Chariot and the Two of Cups, which is very cute, because the Two of Cups is like a soulmate energy. It's love, it's self-love at sometimes. The Chariot is traveling, moving forward motion. So this is telling me also, I think people see, yes, that you would make a good partner, but I think the Two of Cups is more talking about like opportunities. Yeah, opportunities. What does that mean? I think that people can see in you that you can make opportunities for yourself, as well as like having a lot of self-love. Having a lot of self-love for yourself. Yeah, people can see that you love yourself. I think that's a better way of saying it. Sorry. I think people can see that you do love yourself, and that you do have a lot of self-love and self-respect, as well as with the moving forward. And the Chariot, this is more traveling. I think also people can see that you traveled, or that you should, that like maybe also moving your locations. If you've already moved out of your hometown, then that's a message of like, I don't know. But if you haven't, sorry, I don't know why, Pile One. I'm like trying to channel, but I'm also trying to not, oh, I just did it again. Trying to not do the breathing thing, because I told you before, the mean comment. And it really did kind of affect me, because like I am a little bit insecure about being on the internet and doing this work. So sorry if I'm like a little bit all over the place. I'm doing my best. Okay. So we have the Magician. We have the Magician and the Justice card. So the Magician was talking about your talents, was talking specifically about like how talented that you are. That's something that you really cannot see in yourself. With the Justice, this could even be a talent of like talking. This could be a talent of just being fair. This could be specifically with the Justice. It gives me like, maybe it's not like a talent like singing or art, but it's like a talent for communication, for negotiation, for balancing the skills, for even just like maybe like therapy. But something, again, you can't see in yourself, that you have a lot of skills. You have a lot of skills, and that everyone else can see that you have a lot of skills. Maybe that you possibly should have a bigger ego than you have. You should have a bigger ego than you have. Again, the Two of Cups and the Chariot, which was the most confusing to me in terms of like, because it feels like things that you should already know, because it's like something about traveling. Like if you've moved out of your city, people can see that you know you're good at leaving a situation that no longer serves you. But I think that you would already see that in yourself. So that one, this part of the reading confused me. So let's get some more information. We have the Judgment. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay. And we have Queen of Pentacles. Cute. Yes. All right. So with the Judgment here, that talks about reflection. It can talk about like learning from the lessons, because the Judgment is right before the World card. So it's right before the completion of a cycle. It's when you're learning your lessons, you are processing. Sometimes I mean like literal judgment. But it's like also, it's kind of like I always say like a final review. So something that people can see in you that you cannot see in yourself is that you're very fair. I'm just getting like a very like outstanding human, like an outstanding human. I think you had to have watched a different reading from me. If you're new, you may go back and watch that reading. I forget which reading it was, but it was something about being a good human. And I think you do not know this about yourself, that you're a really good person. I'm telling you, collective power ones, you are a very, very, very good person with this judgment card, because it gives me that people can see in you that you don't just move on from things. You definitely, with that Scorpio, give me a type of person who does research, who does like psychology, who learns their own psychology, who possibly goes to therapy. Yes. And again, yeah, that's why I'm like, I really do see that, especially with the creativity and like not having a big ego. Maybe you should. You're very smart. Again, it's like, yeah, you don't give yourself enough credit, Power One. And I think this is the major thing that people can see in you that you don't see in yourself, is that you should be like a lot more positive speaking to yourself, like speaking more positive to yourself. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Swords over that Two of Cups and Chariot. This is still confusing me. Like, it's weird because I'm like, I can clearly see the message here. I can clearly see the message here. This part is confusing me. Not going to lie to you guys. Power One. Ace of Swords over that Two of Cups and Chariot. Let's see. What do others see that you don't see in yourself? The Ace of Swords can talk about intuition. There you go. Okay. I think you have a very good intuition. You make good risk. You take good risk. There you go. Sorry. You take good risk. There you go. Whew, child, that was hard. Okay, so you take a good risk. Why am I saying that? Because the Ace of Swords is an intuition. Sometimes it's a divine inspiration. It's communication. It's direct communication. The Two of Cups, I was talking about opportunities, because I can talk about like divine alignment in terms of work partnerships, relationship partnerships, and the Chariot is again like forward movement. So yeah, I really think that you can take really, really good risk. And maybe you don't know that about yourself. Maybe you're so used to listening to your intuition. You're so used to just moving, just forward movement, just going. You're so used to just meeting the right people, and you don't realize that like this is like a lot of the stuff that you do is risky, and it's a divine risk. So something that other people can see in you that maybe you don't see in yourself is that you do take a lot of risk, and that you take good risk, specifically good risk. That's something that people can see in you that maybe you don't even notice about yourself. I'm even getting that you don't even notice that you take risk. You don't even see the risk as risk, but like other people do. Okay. And then, okay, whew, child, that part was confusing me. Girl, I was getting stressed out. But anyways, we have the Queen of Pentacles coming over that Magician and the Justice. Yes. Okay. I think another people can see success is definitely, you will be a successful young woman. You could be, I know we didn't have any of the earth signs here, but with the Queen of Pentacles, you could have some Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo placements, maybe not necessarily your sun sign, but you could have some placements there. People can see that you definitely will be successful. Also that you could be a little bit bougie, because you know I was talking about the makeup. You look very, very nice. I can tell you that for sure. This is the Queen of Pentacles also just giving me the way you look. You look very, very nice. The Queen of Pentacles is also a character who does take a lot of who takes care of themselves very well, who cares about, you know, just their home, their beauty. Yes, very, very beautiful. Cute. Okay. I'm trying to think. Anything else with the Queen of Pentacles? The only other thing I would say is that, like, again, like, I do think that people can see that you're very business savvy, and potentially that the skills that you have and the talents that you have could bring you like monetary gain. Like the talents that you have, the skills that you have could bring you monetary gain. And again, it could be an unusual skill with that capybara, like how it's like an unusual animal. You could have like some type of unusual skill having to do with like just being fair. I can't even pinpoint what the talent is, but that talent, whatever that talent is, can be applied to something to give you some monetarily gain, and people can see it. I'm hearing the people who can see this in you, like which you can't see in yourself, they're just like, they can like pinpoint a good career for you, a good job opportunity, or just, you know, a good creative project. Be like, oh, you'll be great. We need a volunteer for this speech. You would be great at doing this type of talk, or you would be great at making this presentation. Would you like to do this like one time thing or something like that? Like people can really see your potential that I don't think you can see in yourself. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Oh, cute. Yes. We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, that was at Scorpio too. And the Knight of Wands. Okay. So the Queen of Cups, what is that giving me? The Queen of Cups is giving me that I think a lot of people can also see. Yes, it's the creativity part, but yeah, you're very, very sweet. I think, yes, I think you may know you're sweet, but you do seem, again, like a very shy character, someone who doesn't value themselves as much as they should. Yes, you take care of yourself, but it feels like it's a weird energy. You kind of feel like me when I was in high school. Oh, I heard, oh, not high school, Kayla. My name is also, yes, I'm Serendipity, but my name is Kayla. So, what's it called? No, it feels like me in high school. I was that type of girl. High school and honestly, the beginning of college. Like, I wore makeup every single day. I did my makeup every single day. I still go to the gym every day, but like, I went to the, no, actually, I go to the gym now like 5 times. But when I was in high school, college, I went to the gym every day, 7 days a week. Like, I was in the gym 7 days a week. Makeup was done, hair was done, nails was done. Like, how is that type of girl? But I'm going to tell you right now, that was the most insecure I've ever felt in my life. Like, like in my high school, early college, that was probably the peak of my insecurity because I was overperforming. So it's like I feel like you have a lot of natural beauty and you have a lot of you have a, oh no, did it stop recording? I think it's okay. Yes, okay, it's okay. So yes, you just have a lot of natural beauty. You have a lot of like just like empathy, caring, loving energy that possibly that you just don't see in yourself. Yeah, it feels like, yeah, it's like it feels like you do a lot and like you come off to people, but it feels like you necessarily just don't know it in yourself. I think that's why I was so confused. I'm like, it feels like these things you should know about yourself because it's like very, like it's there, but it feels the energy of like even if you are all of these things, you yourself may not know it. I don't know if that made sense. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, which is it's a faster moving energy. It's a youthful energy. Obviously, we have some like drinking and smoking going on in the picture. What is this giving me? I think another thing that people can see in you that you see that, yeah, that was that fun card with the fifth house. Yes, girl, I think you need to you have a fun side possibly that you don't let out very much. You could be a little bit of a stiff character. You could be a little bit of a stiff character. Not like a stick in the mud or anything, but it could be a little boring. I mean, me too. But like maybe you're just like you get a little boring. But another thing that people can see in you that you don't see in yourself is like you have the capability to have fun. Like you have the capability to like go out, just let loose. And I don't think you do, but like you have the capability to go out and let loose and have fun. And maybe you have responsibilities with the Queen of Cups, like the baby in there. Maybe you have like actual like adult responsibilities where you can't just be going out having fun all the time. But it's something that people can see in you and people possibly want to like go out with you. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Makes sense. Yes, you'd be a great friend. And the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Yeah, that's like giving that like the good risk energy. Okay, so for your last cards, we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is telling me that yes, you'd be a great collaborator. Something that you see that you don't see in yourself that other people see. Would love to work in a team with you for sure, for sure. People would love to work in a team with you, love to be friends with you. Again, coming over that last message of like hang out, would love to hang out with you. Something that you don't realize about yourself is like people really want to be your friend, girl. People really want to be your friend, girl or boy. Sorry, I call men girl too, but what's it called? People really want to be your friend. People really want to like join your circle, join your friend group. Past life relationship. People do again have very strong feelings for you. People think that you guys could have had a past life, like a friendship or a past life relationship. Yeah, people definitely would want to something that people can see in you that you don't see in yourself, that you would be a great collaborator, a great like team leader or a team partner. Definitely more of a partner, like again, because I was really getting that stuff like people would want you to work with them on projects and groups and activities, possibly in creative fields. So that's very nice. And with the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is it's like a wish fulfillment. It's obviously here. It's like they won the championship. It's like emotionally fulfilling as well. So with that being your bottom deck energy, I think something that you don't see in yourself that again you deserve recognition. You do not see in yourself like the recognition. It's like you should be a lot more confident than you currently are. I think that people can see that and that you can't see in yourself. They're just like, wow, this person is amazing. This person needs to have a bigger ego. With that first card being the Six of Wands, the first thing that people are like, you should have a bigger ego than you have. Like, what's that beyond saying? Like, I got a big ego. You don't, which is great because you're humble. And I don't even think like an ego, don't be full of yourself or anything, but you should 100% be like patting yourself on the back a little bit more, pile one, for either the accomplishments you have, the way, just, just your everyday. Because there was a lot about the way you look, like your makeup, as well as just like your style in general. But as well as just, again, like, you're very intuitive, like you take very, very good risk, you meet the right people, and especially like the way your lovers see you. I was getting like your lovers think you should be more proud of yourself than you are, because this could be people that, like, again, like, know you, because these people can see these attributes in you. So these are people that definitely know you, like, know you more, like, know you closer. Okay, collective pile ones, I'm gonna stop there. All right, collective pile ones, I do hope this reading resonated. Please remember to like the video, comment, and subscribe if it did. Consider getting a personal reading if you would like. Check out my website, and yeah, have a blessed and beautiful high vibrational day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, hello collective pile number twos. If you guys had picked this smoky quartz, this is your reading for what can't you see in yourself that everyone else sees in you. So again, hello if you are new. Hey, if you're returning subscriber, lucky charm. Hey girl. Just remember to please like the video, comment, and subscribe if the reading resonates. I really appreciate it. And let's get started. Okay, so we are first going to grab some indicators. I will put the timestamps below if you'd like to skip me shuffling them. But yeah, just as I'm shuffling though, I want to say something about my sound quality. When because someone left just a mean comment about me speaking too close to the mic and the breathing. In terms of speaking too close to the mic, I'm not rich. I'm still, trying to grow this channel. I do have 2 jobs outside of YouTube. So I'm doing my best. So if I speak too far for the mic, the sound is too low, because I've had issues with that with other videos. And then the breathing is just me channeling. Like when I go in and out, my voice goes in and out. I literally am channeling. And, I'm not a faker over here. Like I don't, so like I try to feel messages. That's just how my psychic abilities work. So what's it called? Oh, stop. Okay. We're going to stop there. Oh, you guys can get too many, but what's it called? So that's just my voice when I am channeling. So I am sorry that if the breathing goes in and out, if I'm like breathing the mic, or it's just it's an unenjoyable listening experience, I apologize, but I am doing my best. So yeah. All right, let's get your indicators. So we have makeup again. We just had makeup. We have capybara again. We just had that. Oh no, okay. These are new. All right, we have Aquarius. You guys didn't get that many. But we have Aquarius. We have introvert. Ooh, we have an introverted Aquarius. Let me stop. But we have, not trauma bond. What's something that people notice in you that you don't notice in yourself? We have karmic. Oh God, girlies. We have 90s. Wait, before we get the numbers and letters. We have attraction. Okay. Now, we have a few more. And we have, not another karmic. Oh my gosh, pile twos. What's going on? Oh, that was a capybara. Yes. Okay, now we get the numbers and letters. Oh wait, is this another? Or is this a number? I can't tell. Oh yeah, this is a number. Yes. So we have 50s, 90s, 20s. Okay. We have 50s, 90s, and 20s. We only have 2 letters. We have G and N, and we also have the number 16. Okay. Not a lot of indicators for you guys, collective pile twos, but let's just go through them again. So we have 2 karmics, a trauma bond, introvert, attraction, and makeup. And then we have Aquarius, and we have capybara, and G, and 16, 90s, 50s, and 20s. All right. So what am I getting from these indicators immediately? What is something that other people notice in you that you don't notice about yourself? Pile twos. Girls, are we a little toxic? Like, how do I say this? Like, oh my God, my literal intention for this reading was to bring a smile to everyone's face. Like, before I started the reading, I was like, my intention for this reading is to bring a smile to everyone's face. What did you do to me, pile two? Okay, so the reason I'm like saying that, I'm kind of nervous about giving this message. So if it doesn't resonate, it just doesn't resonate, girls. Because of the karmics and the trauma bonds, it gives me like, people could think you have certain unhealthy habits. How do I say that? Like an Aquarius, I'm thinking of like, it's not in like a super negative way, because I'm literally thinking of like an Aquarius. It's to do with Aquarius introvert. Aquariuses are notoriously known as not the best partners. Yes, if you can get an Aquarius to marry you, I think that would be a great partner. But in the dating world, girl, Aquarius is usually, they will cut you off very quickly because they're usually a very like emotionally cut off. How do I say that? They're not very in touch with their emotions, not normally. And because of that, because Aquarius aren't in touch with their emotions, they can hurt people. They could feel like a karmic, what's it called? They could think you have like thing, and because maybe you're also very introverted, um, oh yeah, this is something you don't know about yourself. So maybe you would categorize yourself as an extrovert, but like maybe other people think you are very introverted. Like in terms of like maybe deeply getting to know you, like that Aquarius energy, I'm getting that again. It's like people can really see that like you have, how do I say, a very intense and active inner world. Yes, you have a very intense and active inner world. So maybe you could even describe yourself as extroverted. Like you don't really think you're an introvert, or maybe you do. But again, because of the purpose of the reading was what can't you see in yourself that other people see? I think that people can see that you have a very active inner world that maybe you don't present to people right away. Or maybe you wouldn't even consider yourself as an introvert, especially if you're around a lot of people a lot. But I think it's like, yes, even with your friend group, you'll hang out, you have time to yourself. And I think it's like when you have time to yourself, especially maybe like family members, they can see you as more of an introvert. Okay, so I don't want to get too much into the karmic and trauma bond until we get the tarot, until we get the tarot. I don't want to, because I just don't want to go on a tangent with that, especially if it's not going to resonate. So let's get into this, and this will tell me more about the karmics and trauma bonds. So we'll get into it. All right, so we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So this was giving me more information about our question of the day. This is telling me that something that people can see in you that you can't see in yourself. I think you're an indecisive character, especially with that Aquarius. I'm getting so strong, like Aquarius energy. Even if you're not a sun Aquarius, like you could be an Aquarius in sidereal astrology. You could have Aquarius placements. In the trauma bond and the toxic, I keep them with the two karmics. I'm like, that's not a coincidence. People definitely see you as indecisive. And I think what the very soon is, and like clearly decide what you want. I think people can see that possibly that you do want like deeper connections. There you go. People can see that you can't see in yourself that you do want deeper connections in your life, whether it be romantic or friendships or maybe something else, but you want deeper connections, but you can't seem to decide what you want. You definitely can be a person who has lots of opportunities for love, lots of opportunities for friendship, lots of opportunities in career, but you have trouble choosing and making a decision. You have issues making a decision. And this is why possibly people could see you as like a karmic and toxic, because maybe you just really cut people off. You really cut friends off. You really just keep changing. You keep moving. You keep not staying in one place. And people are just like, well, this is like, and people will get emotionally invested in you because maybe you're just a very nice person. Watch my why people get obsessed with you reading. Maybe you're just a good person. People do like you. People do get very obsessed with you. And then you just kind of don't take them super serious. You keep it surface level. You're very Aquarius, very air sign like. You don't really get into like that deep scorpionic type energy. I heard that's the message. All right, let's keep going. Okay. So we have temperance. What can you see? What can other people see in yourself that you what can other people see in you that you can't see in yourself? Okay, we have the Empress. So we have Temperance, the Empress. We have Three of Swords, not surprised there. And we have the Page of Cups. Child. The Page of Cups. The King of Pentacles. Oh, that's nice. And we have the Death. Girl, what did I just say? The Three of Swords and the Death, girl. Okay, this makes sense with the karmic. Apologies again. If this doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. Temperance. Temperance is giving me, that's very, very patient character. It's also very intuitive. Page of Cups, girl, you want love. Yes, like people can definitely see that you're more solo dolo than you seem to be. Maybe you're famous. Maybe you literally have internet clout. Maybe you just like are out there and you would never describe yourself as an introverted person, but I really think that people can see that like you are to yourself a lot. You are like, actually, even if you're in a group of people, you'll still be like to yourself. You won't be the one like shining, trying to get a bunch of attention, talking, very Aries. You won't really be like that. You'll be in the back room, very Aquarius like it really is just giving Aquarius, like it really Aquarius like. So definitely the people can see that you have a lot of Aquarius energy. Like you like to be in groups, but you don't like to be the center of attention, even if you would describe yourself as that. Like, even if you yourself would describe yourself as like, oh no, I'm extroverted, I hang out with people all the time, I talk to people. Other people, I'm telling you, they can see that you have a little bit more seclusive energy in you. As well as, again, the Page of Cups is telling me that you are really patiently waiting for like love. It really feels like pile number 2 is a single pile. If you're in a relationship, that just messages it for you. But for the singles, people can definitely see that you are like open to love, looking for love, looking for like a real deeper connection, like a deep connection. And you possibly just haven't decided what you want yet, but definitely you are looking for like a deeper connection. Next, we have the Empress and the King of Pentacles, which is nice because the Empress is telling me that people can definitely see that you are very creative, that you are very beautiful. So yeah, I think you do have a lot of confidence in yourself. Pile number 2 definitely seems like you definitely have confidence, but regardless, people can definitely see that you are very beautiful. And with the Empress here and the King of Pentacles, that's a very even distribution of masculine and feminine energy. So yes, this is a message for if you're a man, people can really see that you have a lot of feminine energy. And if you're a woman, people can see that you have masculine energy. And maybe you wouldn't describe. If you're a man, maybe you just think you think of yourself as very masculine. Or if you're a woman, you think of yourself as very feminine. But something that you don't see in yourself is you have an equal with the Temperance as well, because Temperance is another balance card, another even give and take, two sides of a coin. So yes, specifically, if you are a woman and you think of yourself as very feminine, which you are, some you can't see yourself is that you have a King of Pentacles energy, you have a masculine, you have a mature energy, you have a boss, you have the energy of like, I'm going to be the boss, taking charge, a leader type of energy. And if you are a man and you kind of think of yourself as a King of Pentacles, which is like the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, you have a lot of feminine energy in you that you don't necessarily see in yourself. You have a lot of creative energy, a lot of just trusting, nurturing. You have that side to you that possibly that you don't even see in yourself. So that's a message for who needs to be for. Now getting on to the karmic. That's why I needed the cards, girl, because I was like, I'm not about to go on a tangent and like and then the card is saying something different. But yes, no, with the 2 karmics and the trauma bond, that is telling me with the 3 swords and the death, people definitely can see in you that either, I think you have been hurt yourself. I will say that you yourself have been hurt, that you yourself have been through some, I would say, difficult relationships. Yeah, let's just say difficult relationships, that you have been through some difficult relationships. And possibly with the death, again, that's like a transition, that's moving on from these relationships. You're very good at moving on from relationships, moving on from people, moving on from difficult situations. And because of that, you definitely have a quality to cut people off, girl. Oh my God. You definitely have a quality to you that maybe you don't see in yourself of like really hurting people. I'm really getting pile number 2s, and I really I'm not saying this to make you upset, because it's just the message that's coming out, and I don't like to lie, of like, you definitely could have hurt people like really, really bad. Like, you definitely could have hurt people. I'm not necessarily saying you're a cheater or anything, so I don't really think it's cheating, but like, you could have just left them, like, and left them very, very confused. And this may be something that you don't necessarily see in yourself yet, that you have a strong impact on other people's feelings. There you go. You have a strong impact on other people's feelings. And I do believe that these could be triggers. I do believe that you could have been triggered by these past people, past partners. You yourself could have been triggered to leave, and triggered, and maybe just need some more therapy, some more journals, some more shadow work to get through this, so you're not just leaving people in the dust. So you're not just leaving people in the dust, so you're not just hurting people. But this is a quality that I think people see in you that you don't see in yourself, that like, you definitely can hurt. You can hurt people. And I think this is also, especially if the reading did resonate or does resonate, just a little warning of like, maybe really assess your trauma bonds that you've had in the past, like the trauma bonds. And it gives me like you need a judgment tarot card energy, a reflection, really learning from your past situations, learning from friendships that didn't work out, relationships that didn't work out, learning, seeing what you did wrong in the situation. I'm hearing very loudly, what did you do wrong in the situation? Specifically, what did you do wrong in these past situations? And learning from that could then, I would say, change this. Because yeah, definitely. I can't lie. There is an aspect of like what people can see in you that you can't see in yourself is that you are not toxic, but like that you have the capability to hurt people and that you have hurt people. And it's coming from a place of because you have been hurt yourself. So it's the classic situation of like hurt people hurt people. So you could be the hurt person hurting other people. It is not saying you're a bad person. It's not saying it's like terrible. I don't see like any like, really, really bad energy, but you have to be careful with that. Because if you just stay in a trauma-based place, your actions, you're taking actions from a trauma-based place. And there's a warning here of like needing to heal it, needing some therapy, some shadow work, some writing, some journaling. Okay, so we have the morning. So we have La Mañana, the morning. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Hangman. Leaving people waiting, girl. Oh my God. Girl, do you ghost people? You must ghost people. Oh my God. Let's go here. So we have the morning coming over that Temperance and a Page of Cups. So the morning is literally like, it's like a bright new day. It's like a fresh energy, new insights, new things. It gives me a full energy. So the morning is telling me that, okay. So the morning is telling me that I think another thing that people can see in you that you can't see in yourself is that, you do, how do I say this? Rise from the ashes. Like rise from the ashes. You're very good at making a new plan. I'm also hearing, this is a very specific message, that like in the mornings, like you make people feel very nice. This is something that you don't see in yourself. Something like in the morning, I don't know what your morning routine is or when you go to work or if you go to a certain coffee shop, but you make people very, very happy in the daytime. Like especially like when you wake up, whatever your morning routine is, wherever you go in the morning, those people, you really brighten people's day. So let's say somebody's having like a really bad day, like they don't want to go to work, they're annoyed, they're being very sluggish. It's like for some reason, like it could be even a stranger. I heard it could be even a stranger, like they'll see you or you'll talk to them, have like a very small interaction, and you'll literally brighten their day. So it's very nice, actually. It's very, very nice. And it comes from over that Temperance, which does make sense of like, again, like taking care of yourself. You're very introverted, very like to yourself. In those moments, when like, yes, you'll be outside, but you're to yourself. If you have like little interactions with either like an elderly person or a kid or someone, you make that person happy. Okay. And then we have the Page of Pentacles coming over that Empress and King of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is giving me you're definitely very, very intelligent. You're very patient. Yeah, definitely the King of Pentacles. Another characteristic that people can see in you that you possibly can't see in yourself, you are a patient character. You're very, very patient. You're not a rusher. You're not like an Aries go energy. You're very practical. Yeah, you're a very practical energy. Very practical, very stable. Very you do things the right way. I heard you do things the right way. Maybe not with relationships. I heard that so loudly. Oh my God. Maybe not with relationships, but in other aspects of your life. You do things the right way. You do things the correct way. And you're also very intelligent, the Page of Pentacles, because sometimes we can talk about study with the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, very, very intelligent, very patient. Yeah, that's pretty much it there. Yeah, creative. So that's energy. My bad, y'all. Okay, so the next one, we have the Hangman coming over that Three of Swords and the Death. So another thing that people can see in you that you can't see in yourself, again, that's like the waiting energy, because the Hangman is a pause. Coming at Three of Swords, which is about heartbreak, endings. The Death, which is another thing about endings, transition, moving on from a cycle. Hangman. So the indecision energy. Wasn't that you guys? Yeah, the Aquarius. Yeah, you guys were the. I forget sometimes when you channel, words just come out. You don't really know what you're saying until you watch it back. So indecision. Yes, you really could be indecisive in your relationships. You could not, you know how I said ghosting at first, but now that I'm like looking at it again, this is more giving me like you are not the best at making decisions with people, not the best with it could be like maybe you even have a lot of options. I don't know. It's going to be different for each person here. But for the people who, let's say you have a lot of romantic options, you'll keep them waiting. You won't make a decision. You won't commit. It's like the grass is always greener. That you may have a grass is always greener syndrome of like, you think you can always find something better. Or opposite, if you don't have a lot of options, let's say you have like one option, they're just never good enough. I just heard, if you don't have a lot of options, like, me, I date on and off. I date on and off. But I don't necessarily like really take too many people seriously. But I would say I even have that trait of this person just isn't, they're just not the one. So maybe you just can never just pick someone and just be like, okay, like, let's just see it through. There's always like a pause. There's just no progression forward. It's like you're stuck in indecision. When it comes to romantic relationships, very specifically here with romantic relationships, these other messages are more like, I don't know, but like these other messages are more like just like normal life, things that people see in you that you don't see in yourself. But this message it's a message for you specifically dealing with romantic relationships. If you are currently in a relationship, this message just may not resonate with you, and just to kind of make more pay attention to the side of the reading. All right, let's get your next ones. Eight of Swords, yes, I see that. And the Ace of Cups, yes, I see that. Okay, so things that people can see in you that you don't see in yourself. Eight of Swords. That's a little bit of anxiety because it's, again, feeling mentally entrapped. Because what I just say, like, you're just stuck in like paralysis. Funny enough, it's coming on this side. I would think they would be switched, but it is coming on this side. So with the Eight of Swords coming over on that half of the reading, because it is giving me, because she's literally blind, like in the picture you can see. Here, I'll hold it up so you can see. It's like she's like, her eyes are like things you can't see in yourself that other people can see in you. It feels like not necessary that because I don't think you're insecure. You don't feel insecure at all. If anything, you feel very confident. It feels like more it's not fear. Yeah, it could be fear. You could be, another thing that people could see in you. You could be, because you do seem very confident. You do seem like you put on a show. People could also maybe see you don't see yourself, that you do have some fears of the future. It's not necessarily the future. Maybe just like, you're a little bit more scared of life. There you go. You're a little more scared of life than you try to come off as. So you may be a little bit more scared of not necessarily the future. Like, it's not necessarily scared of the future, but just scared of like life. It could just be like scared of people, feeling like you always have to perform. I just heard that. Feeling like you always have to perform, put on a show, always have to like be something you're not. Like, it feels like you may have a feeling of like you always have to be something that you're not. And I think people can see this in you. This more feels like intuitive people. I don't think like this, like the everyday person can see this in you, but like definitely some intuitive characters, they can really see that, like, even though you may be presenting as an Empress or as a King of Pentacles, and that you are very smart, you have all these wonderful attributes about yourself, you internally could feel a little bit of fear. And low-key, this fear about this other part of your life could be affecting your love life. So this fear that has nothing to do with your love life, that like this may be more deep beneath the surface, not very on the surface level, it's more deep buried. This fear of, again, it doesn't really feel like the future. It feels like a fear of life, a fear of just what's happening, or like just maybe just a not knowing. I just heard like just not knowing your purpose, not knowing who you're going to be in life. People can kind of see that more intuitive. Again, intuitive people can see that. And that could be affecting your love life, because now we have the Ace of Cups coming over this side. That talks about opportunities, emotional opportunities, sometimes talks about self-love. So yes, another thing that people can see in you that you would see in yourself, you would be a good partner. Or like, what's it called? Maybe not that. I think you would be a good partner, but I don't think that's the message. The message with the Ace of Cups is more, people can see you have great opportunities for your relationship life. You have great opportunities for love. You have great opportunities for friendship and relationships, but possibly because coming out with the Eight of Swords, you may not necessarily go for these options. You may not necessarily really take them seriously. because there's something I think internally. Yeah, I gotta read the Eight of Swords. So it says, yeah, feeling trapped indicates you're feeling trapped or stuck by circumstances, the past, or your own internal. Literally, it says your own internal fears of uncertainty. I'm a genius. But anyways, it says your own internal fears of uncertainty. That's what it feels like. It feels like your internal fears of uncertainty. Of like, again, like, is this the right person for me? Am I going to F it up? Like, it feels like your internal fears of uncertainty. That's why I'm like, it's not insecurity. It's not like anything like that, but it's a fear. It says feelings of separation, not fitting in, and being unable to express yourself freely are also indicated. You may find yourself making excuses for why you can't move forward or holding everything inside. Feeling powerless to spark change since the way forward begins. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah. So that's just giving me like something people can definitely see that there is a fear beneath the surface and possibly of like taking certain opportunities. And your last card, the Four of Wands. Yes. And the bottom cup is the Knight of Cups. Okay, cute. So the Four of Wands being your last card makes a little bit of sense. Definitely makes some sense. Another thing you can't see in yourself that other people can see in you is that you're very successful, girl. Yeah. So I'm like, you do seem very confident. Yes, a lot of people can see that you're very successful. It's also a marriage card. You will be married, pile twos. Everyone who picked pile twos, you will eventually get married if you're not already married. Just maybe some therapy first, but you will get married because it's this Four of Wands. But yeah, this is telling me also, like, I think people think that you would be a good partner. That was that message that was like coming out, but it was like, wait, girl, not yet. I think there is a message of like, you would be a good partner with this Four of Wands, and you should be in a very celebratory, you have created a lot of success for yourself. And again, the fears of uncertainty, I'm not necessarily sure what that would be about. I don't think it's necessarily about marriage. It could be around marriage, like uncertainty about that. But the Four of Wands is more telling me that you have a lot to be proud of, celebratory of currently in your life that possibly you don't give yourself enough credit for. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to stop it there. Collective pile number 2. Please remember to like the video, comment, and subscribe if it resonates. I really appreciate it. Especially if the reading resonates. Also, if you would like any personal readings, check out my website for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I am getting a thumbnail, so I'm so sorry because life be life in. But anyways, have a blessed and beautiful high vibrational day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye-bye. Alrighty, hello collective pile number 3s. If you pick this clear quartz crystal, this is your reading for what can other people see in you that you cannot see in yourself. So hello if you're a returning subscriber. Hey, if you are new, just remember to please like the video, comment, and subscribe. If the reading resonates, I really appreciate it. And let's get started with your reading. So I'm going to first shuffle your indicators. Don't worry, there'll be timestamps if you would like to skip the shuffle. But if you're going to stay for the shuffle, please I'm going to tell you a little bit something. I got a really rude comment the other day talking about the sound quality in my voice. Yeah, so I'm not super rich. I'm still growing. I have 2 jobs and I do YouTube, and I'm trying to grow this channel to make more like actual money from it. So my mic's not the best, so I can't speak too far away from it or you will not be able to hear me. And the breathing, my heavy breathing, and like when I do things just like kind of like I just did, it's because I'm channeling. That's just how I channel. When I channel, I literally feel messages. So because I feel the message, it just comes out. It's kind of like, it sounds like a sound, and I'm sorry about it. If you don't like it, it is what it is. Like, I'm a psychic. That's how the gift I have. That's how it comes out, and I can't control it necessarily. Oops, stop. Okay. So that's that. So I just wanted to get that there because I had so just a rude comment, and I'm not gonna lie, it did affect me. I'm not gonna lie, like it did very much affect me. So I just wanted to give a little disclaimer there about the sound quality in my voice and why the breathing and my voice goes in and out. And yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I am a little insecure about it. Because again, I am a new channel. I'm a new psychic to the internet. And like, again, I don't think people understand, like, channeling for one person is very, very different than channeling for a group of people, for a large group of people. So that's why it sounds weird. So Anyways, let's go into your reading for today. So let's see. Let's see your indicators. So we have makeup. Okay, makeup came out twice. Makeup usually doesn't come out, so that's fun. We have feelings, question mark. Interesting. We have Aries. We have Aries in pile 1 too. We have phone call. We have Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn making an appearance. We have attraction. We have second house. We have introvert. We have animals. Then next we got another house. What house? We have the 12th house. Ooh, we have 12th house. We have 30s. Wait, I'm trying to get all the indicators for the lover. Oh, we have another one. And we have true turtle, and oh my god, you have a lot. In athletic. Okay. This is fun. So we have turtle. Wait, let me get the other ones. And we also have, we have 50s, 30s. Letters wise, we have R, K, and Q. All right, let's go through the indicators one more time. So we have makeup, feelings, question mark, phone call, attraction, introvert, animals, turtle, lover, and athletic. Signs wise, we have Capricorn, Aries, second house, and 12th house. 30s, 50s, Q, R, and K. So these are our these are our indicators for today. So what am I getting from these indicators? Let's start with the introvert. Let's start with the introvert and turtle. So you something that that other people notice you that you may not notice about yourself, that you could be a little introverted with the introvert and the turtle. And the 12th house too, because the 12th house is like hidden things, the unconscious beneath the surface. So you definitely could be very to yourself. You may actually already know that about yourself, and maybe it's just another indicator that this reading is for you, that you are an introvert or very introverted. We have animals too, so you could really love animals. People could also notice that you like animals. I'm also getting specifically for you, pile number 3. Even though like maybe it's known that you like animals, it feels like strangers, like people, it's like something that you don't know about yourself. Maybe you look at animals a lot. I just heard it. Maybe you look at animals like the first thing you look at when people are walking on the street, like you look at their dog or their cat or their turtle. Like you'll look at their animal before you look at a person. Or you treat animals nicer than you treat humans. I just heard that. You treat animals significantly nicer than you treat humans. And that's maybe something you don't see in yourself that like other people really notice about you. But like you may note in yourself that you like animals, but specifically that like when you're out in the world, it's very clear that you value and appreciate animals more than humans. Very weird and specific message, but very weird and specific message. Okay. We also have makeup. So you could do very, very nice makeup. So something that people notice about you, that your makeup looks very nice. Even if you just have like a simple everyday look, everyday routine, people definitely notice you have nice makeup. Athletic. Okay, so something that you something that people may notice in you that you don't notice about yourself is that you are very, very fit. You're very athletic. You yourself could like be very self-critical. I heard, the Queen of Swords may come out, but I just heard you yourself could be a little self-critical of yourself, maybe of your body. But I'm telling you right now, something that people knows you, they know that you are fit. They know that you look good. That possibly you're good at sports, or you go to the gym, or you like to run or do hiking or something of that nature. You are you care about your physical fitness. We also have attraction and feelings, question mark. Feelings, question mark, is giving me, what is feelings, question mark, with the attraction? People with the introvert and turtle, and the lover. So that's telling me people don't necessarily know much about your love life. I'm getting that. So like something maybe you could think that like you present very single, or if you're in a relationship that you present in a relationship. Regardless if you're in a relationship or not, it feels like people don't know. It feels like people do not know whether you are in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, people are unsure. It feels like you keep to yourself, especially with a turtle. Because with the lover, they're just like, I don't know. Does he or she have a relationship? Are they in a relationship? Attraction? Do they like me? Do they not like me? People are confused. With the 12th house too. It's a lot of confusion. I would say people are very confused. Your energy gives a lot of like, and you have the clear coach, which is interesting because clear coach is like the opposite. It's clarity, And then we also have we had Capricorn and Aries in 12th house and second house. So Capricorn isn't Capricorn rule the second house? Am I wrong? No, that's Taurus. That's Taurus that rules the second house. But anyways, we have second house in Capricorn because the second house is your finances, and Capricorn's like a very business house, and then the 12th house is the unconscious, and Aries is very kind of go forward. So yes, this could just be indicators for you. But another thing that people, I would say, notice in you that you don't notice about yourself. Second house gives me that people maybe think you're very good with finances, very good with money, very good with, those type of physical, earthly earthly matters. And yeah, I'm going to stop there with the indicators. Let's go into your tarot. Let's go into the tarot. And yeah, I hope you heard the numbers and letters too. Oh yeah, I don't know, because I guess I never say them after I do the intro. It's fine. Let's just keep going. Actually no, I'm feeling need to say them. Okay, the letters were Q, K, and R. The numbers were 30s, 50s, and maybe that was it. Just 30s and 50s. Okay. Let's keep going. So we have wedding. Yes, this situation involves marriage. So this is telling me that something that people notice in you that you don't notice in yourself is that you would be a great husband or wife. You could also just already be married, and people think that you are very well suited to your husband or wife. But if you're single and you're not married, people think that you would be an amazing husband and wife. I'm also getting that people can really see you in a marriage, can really, really see you in a marriage, especially if you're single. Something that people notice you that you don't notice about yourself is that people really see you with a committed relationship, a committed partner, committed just commitment. People just really see you committed to someone or committed to something. Okay, so we have the 9 of Wands, we have the 6 of Wands, we have 9 of Wands, 6 of Wands, we have the Queen of Pentacles, cute. 4 of Swords, yeah, introvert. Ooh, not 7 of Swords. Let's see. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, 4 of Swords, 6 of Wands, 7 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles. So let's start over here with the 9 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. Some of the other people can see in you that you can't see in yourself. With the 9 of Wands, that talks about not giving up, pushing forward, having to put work in. You're tired. There you go. People can really see you are exhausted. I can tell you that. File number 3s. Something that people can see that you can't see in yourself is that you are exhausted, I would say. Yeah. I'm hearing the word exhaustion, because like the 4 of Swords is a rest, like needing for a rest. The 9 of Wands is like talking about how you don't want to give up before the end. You want to keep going. You're trying to persistence, like self-reliance, determination. It's like you're right. You're again, literally says you may be exhausted and feeling ready to give up, but you're almost done. It's time to dig deep into your reserves. But with the 4 of Swords, that's telling me the opposite, because the 4 of Swords, they're telling me like, right now, people can really see that you are tired, you are exhausted, you need a rest, but you're still pushing. I'm not sure. Maybe you just have a lot going on. Again, I have 3 jobs. Like YouTube is literally a job, even though I don't post that much. It's still a job. I still have some clients that I take every once in a while. I still have to do the videos, edit the videos, and then I also have 2 jobs. I'm a teacher in person and I teach online. So. And I'm working with kids all day. It's a lot. Like, what's it called? So it gives me that energy, like how it's like, it gives me the same energy of like, you just be doing a lot. It doesn't have to be like you necessarily are working on something or working towards something. It could just be your everyday life. You could have a lot of kids. You could just have a lot of kids in your life. You could have just a lot of like tasks and responsibilities and duties, things of that nature. But regardless, pile number 2s, something that people can see in you that you don't see in yourself is that you are tired and you are pushing. You probably need a break. And me too. But anyways, we have the 6 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. 6 of Wands is a victorious energy. 7 of Swords is deception. So what's something that people can see in you that you don't see in yourself? What is this? Because like, I know how I could read this, but in context to the question, I'm like, how can I read this? Because yeah, the 6 of Wands is, again, what is it? Yeah, it's victorious. It's recognition. It's like, yeah, especially like after a point of struggle. 7 of Swords. Ooh, yeah, with that introvert and the feelings question mark, how people like not sure about you. I think possibly I would say people can see that there's something that you're not letting on. Maybe you are a very private person. And with the 7 of Swords, it does seem like people could see in you that maybe you don't see in yourself, is that like, It gives me like how you come off. You come off in a way. How do I say this? I'm sorry. I'm like trying to figure out how to say it. So like you come off in a way of like maybe a Victoria. It's like you've been through something, but I don't think you understand that you come off a little deceptive to other people, especially deceptive on where you get your money, where you get your recognition, how you've gotten the jobs that you have gotten, how you've gotten the partners with the wedding, because it was a romantic, maybe how you've gotten the partners that you've gotten. Definitely something that people can see in you that you necessarily can't see in yourself. And it's more about the way you present, the way you come off. It's like, you definitely give a little bit more Seven of Swords energy than you think you do. I don't think you're very deceptive. I also don't think you're doing it purposely. Because funny enough, when I was reading the turtle, I thought it said truth at first. So you seem very like an honest person, but I can't lie to you. People, the way you come off to people, it's going to seem a little deception-y, especially let's say like if you are very stable, if you have a nice house, if you have a nice partner, if you have a good job. Maybe because you're introverted, because you're secretive, even though people know you work a lot, clearly people know you work a lot, it's like, well, how did they get that? What are they doing? What are they doing in their normal life? It feels like a very curious energy of like, you don't see this in yourself. Like, you do not know you come off like this. You do not know you come off as like deceptive. Like, I mean, even getting the image, like if you're a woman, like people could think that like the reason maybe you are more stable is because you do like OnlyFans. I'm really hearing OnlyFans so loudly. Like people could literally think if you do OnlyFans, like on the side, like you have a day job. Clearly, you clearly work at something because people can tell you're tired. People can tell you that you put in your work and that you're tired and you probably need a break. So I'm like, people can literally think like you do like OnlyFans, something secret. Really, I'm really hearing this loudly. Something that people see in you that you don't see in yourself. That you come off as like you're doing something secretive. It's like you're not being very upfront about it. Six of Wands, again, as I said before, it is saying that something people see in you that you don't see in yourself, that you are very successful. Again, it definitely says it brings good news, especially after a period of struggle. It's focusing on feeling proud of your accomplishments, acknowledging your success, accepting praise without shame or downplaying your success. You've worked hard and you deserve recognition, so allow yourself to shine. Yes, that's it. You're hiding. It feels like you're hiding your accomplishments. So it's like something that you can't see is that like that other people can see, that you hide your accomplishments. Yes, you hide your accomplishments. There you go. And it's specifically the other message was for some other people that resonates. If it resonates. Like I heard you don't know if it resonates, that other message. But for the other people, it's more talking about how you hide your accomplishments or how you got your accomplishments. So it's either about hiding the physical accomplishments or hiding how you got the accomplishments. And I don't think you notice that, because I don't even think you think of it as hiding. You're just like, that's my business. Your energy feels like, girl, it's my business. They don't gotta know my business. Like, why are you in my finances? Like, like, why are you in my finances? It kind of feels like that. All right. Another thing that people can't see in you that you can't see in yourself is with the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is, yes, very successful. That's again like accomplishments. You are very successful, very mature, nice home, good body, good tea. Knight of Pentacles, you're very, very patient. You've worked what you got. That gives me the same energy of energy in pile 2 of like you did it the right way. The Knight of Pentacles is giving me like you did it the right way. You took the longer way. The Knight of Pentacles, the suit of the Pentacles is a very slow moving suit. So yeah, you definitely went to school, you studied, you reap the rewards of what you're supposed to reap. You've reaped the rewards of what you're supposed to reap. And what's it called? And it's because of the fact that you like were very, very patient. And something that people can see in you that you can't see in yourself is that you are very patient. And again, Queen of Pentacles, I'm actually feeling the need. I haven't been reading from the book too much today, which is a good thing, but I am feeling the need to read the Queen of Pentacles. Generosity, dependability. A person who represents the quality of dependable, nurturing, supportive energy, relationship with the body. Oh yeah, literally relationship with the body, how you connect to nature to feel abundant. Yes, also yeah, very nice body. I'm really hearing that as well because the Queen of Pentacles takes care of herself. I always see that when I see a Queen of Pentacles, I'm like, oh, you take care of yourself. You care about your physicality. So another thing again that people can see about you is you really do take care of yourself, your physicality. You're very smart. You could even make money from your body. And I think that's why people could think you do OnlyFans. Like, what's it called? When I say make money from your body, that could literally mean like a fitness influencer. You literally could just be a fitness influencer, like in that sense. It doesn't necessarily have to be like that. Or you could be a model or, you know, something of that nature. Like you literally could make money from like something you do physically, how you look. I'm hearing how you look physically, you could make money from it. So team, if that is for you. We have the Four of Wands. Yes. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Five of Cups. Ooh. Okay. So what can you see in yourself that other people can't see in you? So we have the Four of Wands, which is coming over that Nine of Wands and Four of Swords. And I was talking about you working too much. Not working too much, but like you just have been working and you're still pushing. Four of Wands over that telling me it's similar to the Six of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles about needing to be proud of your accomplishments, needing to be proud of what you have done for yourself. It is also coming over that Four of Swords and Nine of Wands. It may, even though the Nine of Wands is about like not giving up, not taking a break, the Four of Wands is telling me it's like you've already kind of reached a certain, what's that word? A certain like point, a certain midpoint. I forget the word, child, but it's like a certain point where you've already reached like a point of celebration because I can't remember the word, like a point of celebration, like a point where you can already celebrate. You may not be at the finish line yet, but like you can take a rest. It's like you may not be at the finish line yet, but like you've reached a point of celebration and people can see it. And I think that's why people are like very like curious of like why you haven't been, how do I say? People are curious about like why you necessarily haven't been like celebrating again, like you haven't been celebrating. And I think that's where the Seven of Swords energy comes in. It's like, why hasn't this person been more proud of themselves? Why isn't this person like going out more? Why isn't this person, you know, like are just like bigging themselves up more for all they've done? They're just kind of they just keep going, don't stop. So that's something that people can see in you that you can't see in yourself, that you definitely deserve a little bit more recognition. But I didn't feel like recognition from other people because I'm thinking other people have given you recognition. It's more like you yourself internally need to feel that recognition, feel proud of yourself, less of like other people telling you that you should be proud of yourself. It's like you need to feel it for yourself. And then the King of Cups coming over that the Seven of Swords and Six of Wands. So this is also telling me that something that you can't see, so that other people see in you, that you are very in touch with your emotions. You are very emotionally intelligent, very intuitive as well. King of Cups is a very like emotionally mature energy. So you are very emotionally mature, very in touch with your emotions. It gives me like a Pisces energy too. I know that Pisces didn't come out, but it gives me like a Piscean energy as well, of just like very intuitive, very in touch, very dreamy. Yeah, it also gives me like really like you could also have a lot of intuitive dreams. And this is something that people can maybe see in you that you can't see in yourself, is that you are very nurturing, you are very, very caring. Also with the Queen of Pentacles too, that you have a very nurturing side to you. Coming over that Seven of Swords and Six of Wands, though, similar like how I was saying, like you could hide your recognition, like not being proud of yourself or not visibly showing it. You could also maybe hide this, because it's coming over the Seven of Swords. You could also hide this quality of the King of Cups, of how much nurturing you are. And maybe that's why people can see in you that you necessarily don't see in yourself. It's because, like, you know, you are very nurturing, you are very caring, you are very emotionally mature and intelligent. And you could also really help other people process their emotions, process these, I'm hearing heavy emotional things. You could really just help people process that. And then, and next we have the Five of Cups, which is coming over the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, I was coming with the Queen of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, because the Five of Cups talks about like a grief, really like sadness, like losing something. But it's coming over that part where it's like you did a lot of college for yourself. You know how I was saying, like maybe after a point of struggle. How can I say this? Maybe you've been through a grief. Maybe going through a Five of Cups maybe brought you to that Queen of Pentacles place. No, because it said it's like a long time you did things the right way. But I'm trying to think of what this could mean in terms of what people see in you that you don't see in yourself. Not that you look sad. Depression, yeah. I mean, people could really, I would say honestly, like another thing that people could maybe see in you that you don't see in yourself is that maybe you be a little bit depressed, a little bit sad. Imposter syndrome. I heard imposter syndrome very loud. You could have a little bit of imposter syndrome, because this is really giving me like you could have some imposter syndrome over your success, over whatever things you're doing in your life. And when I say success, a lot of people think success has to be like a super high paying job or like a new house. No, you could be in the same place that you were last year and still be very successful, because like, you know, you still have a job, you know, the job market right now, like you still have a job, you know, you still like look very good. You're still going to the gym. You're still doing your makeup. You are still being emotionally open and vulnerable with people. You know, that is successful. And maybe you are, or like at least from other people said, like something they can see that you can't see in yourself is that maybe you're a little bit imposter, depressed, sad, because maybe you don't feel necessarily comfortable in a Queen of Pentacles energy, or you feel more comfortable working. It feels like that. It feels like, yeah, Capricorn energy makes sense. But like Capricorn energy in the second house, like you feel more comfortable working. You feel more comfortable when you're on the grind, the drive, when it's making you tired. It feels like your comfortability does not actually come when you get to the success, the reward, the fruits of your labor. When you get to that point, it feels like you don't feel as confident, to be honest. Like it feels like you don't feel as like, how do I say? You just don't feel like as confident. You don't feel as just happy. So I think that's what the Five of Cups is talking about, is that like when people can see that you maybe aren't as happy as you should be. Yeah, because as we said before, this is things that people can see in you that you can't see in yourself. So for some reason, you are a Queen of Pentacles. Everyone can see that you're a Queen of Pentacles and that you've done the right thing. It took you a long time. You did the study. You did it the right way. And people can also see that that you don't see in yourself is that like you're kind of just not sad about it. It's a very odd energy of like, because it's like good things, but for some reason you don't feel comfortable in this good energy. Let me get some more information. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. So Three of Swords talks about like a heartbreak, sadness. You could have been through a lot of heartbreak in your life. And even with this wedding message, because I know this was talking about a lot about like career, and the Four of Wands is a marriage card as well. So yeah. So I would say something that people can see in you that you don't see in yourself is, yeah, definitely some depression. I think people can definitely see that you're either a little bit like just sad, heartbroken. Maybe you don't even think you come off as that way, but I think other people can kind of sense. So it doesn't necessarily seem like it shows on your face or anything, but it's like a sense, especially if you are still working when you should be like celebrating. Especially like that's kind of how it can show, especially like if you don't take time to celebrate your wins and take a break before you move on to the next thing. You just keep going. That is a form of like, not like depression, but like it's like avoidance. There you go. It's like a form of avoidance. But like in the opposite way, because usually we avoid bad things, but it feels like for some reason pile 3 is just like you avoid the good things. I don't know why. You avoid the good things. Yeah. The Three of Swords, again, to talk about heartbreak, something that people can see in you that you can't see in yourself is that, yeah, definitely could have had some heartbreak. You know, maybe therapy could fix this, but honestly, less therapy, more meditation. I heard less therapy, more like just meditation, more like processing. Because again, these are good things. And for some reason, you don't feel comfortable in it. And Knight of Cups, that's another, what can it says about what people see in you that you can't see in yourself? The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is giving me, what's it called? I know people can see that you, not creative. That's not the word. What are the keywords for the Knight of Cups? 1 second, y'all. Yeah, emotional offerings and speed. It says consider emotional, blah, blah, blah. Purely recognition, attention. It says, are you doing something? Da, da, da. It's easy to get swept in emotional experiences, such as idolizing someone or something. Slowing down. Yeah, slowing down will allow you to see the person's situation more clearly. Enjoy the process. Emotional offerings. Speed. Yeah, because that connects me with the King of Cups. Okay, that's what it was. So I'm trying to figure it out. So the Knight of Cups gives me, yeah, you have a very, very kind soul. And I think you could really be honestly like a great therapist or a great like someone to like help like psychology, something in that field. But yeah, it feels like you a lot of something that people can see in you that you can't see in yourself is you are very, very emotional. You are very, very emotional. You are very, very emotional. You really help people emotionally. There you go. You really help other people emotionally by either just like offering a helping hand. Um, um, what's it called? Yeah, offering a helping hand, being that friend, that shoulder to cry on, helping people get through difficult situations. That's the Knight of Cups energy. Knight of Cups energy. Where yeah, that's the Knight of Cups energy, where it's like you're just like helping other people get through. I'm hearing like difficult emotional situations with that Three of Swords, and that's something that people can see in you that you can't see in yourself. I even think if you're not currently like a counselor or psychologist or a therapist or something in that field, I think that you will definitely be going towards those fields, even if it's just for like for a hobby or just learning about it just for fun. I just think that something that a quality that people can see in you that you can't see in yourself is that you would be a great person for that, because I think people feel very comfortable around you. And because people feel very, very safe, I'm hearing safe. People feel very safe, very comfortable around you. And because they feel safe and comfortable, it's like they can really see this quality of like, wow, this would be a great person to really help. I'm hearing just really help people emotionally. Four Cups, yeah, boredom. Four Cups and the Ten of Swords, girlies. And the Four Cups and the Ten of Swords as your bottom decks for what can people see in you that you cannot see in yourself. Four Cups, that talks about like boredom, like just not moving forward. Something people can see in you that you can't see in yourself maybe is that like you maybe could have outgrown your environment that you're currently in, or just it doesn't have to be like your house, but maybe it's a work environment or it's a relationship, or maybe it is your city that you're living in. But some environment, again, it doesn't really feel like all, it feels like one of your environments. You kind of outgrown it, and maybe you're just a little bored. You're bored with your environment, you want something new, you're trying to move on. With the Ten of Swords in the bottom deck, yes, people can definitely see that what's it called that there's this cycle that is ending. Yes, it could talk about, yes, more of the message of maybe like you being sad, but this is more talking about what that Four of Cups is like. You're ready to move on. I think it's like you're ready to move on. You've grown tired of a certain environment of your life. Again, it could be a relationship, it could be a career field, it could be just be like the physical job that you were at. So same career but like a different place. It could be the city you're living in. Something you're bored with in your life, something you're bored with, and you need a change, you need to switch up, you need something more exciting. You need something more exciting. So maybe look into the psychology if that message really did resonate with you. I heavily urge you to like just look into that, because that could even just bring you more of a spark in your energy, just learning about certain like therapeutic topics, psychology topics, maybe different career fields within that sector, things like that. But yeah, so overall I would say people will honestly people can see a lot of things in you that you can't see in yourself, because we had wedding, which is a completely different message in most of the reading, of like you would be a great partner. People really see you in a committed relationship. That's the main message there. And the second part of your message was what people can see in you that you can't see in yourself, was more talking about just how like you've cultivated so much and you just for some reason aren't happy about it. Again, you could be a little secretive. Again, you're working hard. Yeah, a lot. You honestly had a lot of messages piled through. You probably had the most messages of what people can see in you that you can't see in yourself. So that's that. All right, collective pile threes, I am going to end the reading there. Please have a blessed and beautiful high vibrational day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Yes, all right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.